TV is a bit loud, isn't it? Hello everyone, sorry to keep you waiting. Is anyone here? Hi Rhonda, hi Jeanette, hi Belinda, hi Rebecca. Hello, I thought I was organised, but hi Jeanette. But I just forgot a few little things. Hi Joslard, just going to get my husband to turn that television down. I think, can we hear it? Or is it all right? Might be all right. So, over here where I can see, can't reach, but I need to use my embossing folders and emboss in a minute. Now what have I done with that? Don't need that. I'm not going to show you the card. I'll have to dry this before first. Hello Maria. I might put that out the road too. I'm going to have a nice black mat, but anyway, you can't keep them pristine forever, can you? So we've done the black ice before, but I saw the Cow Whisperer. I'm not sure what her name is. She had done it. And I need a piece of that. I was going to try and save my paper, but what's the point really? Pop that on there. So first we'll do the same as we did with the other technique. Can everybody see? Hello Margaret. Yeah, I think everybody can see what I'm doing. So we just do the same. Whoa, I re-inked my Stays On. Looks like I might have re-inked it a little too much. Anyway, should be all good. We'll go that way and we might go some the other way. You guys remember this, don't you? We've done this in, oops. That's what you don't want to do. You don't want to smudge. That might be where a snowflake will go over that bit. And I think we stuck it down with a bit of adhesive last time. So I'm actually going to do two cards. So I'm actually going to do, just check my hands, actually going to do the foil on the other card while I'm getting all messy. So same but different, two different embossing folders. The Cow Whisperer, she used the trees. I'm going to use the snowflake embossing, using the Stays On brown. But I wasn't actually that fussed on those ones, so I'm not doing the technique using that today. But I haven't tried the black on copper. I was going to do the brown on copper, but I just thought, no, it's a funny sort of a brown. I don't think it would look any good. So there we go. So I can dry both of those together. A heat tool, because if I don't dry it, I'll have a messy, well, I'll show you my Versamark. It's pretty messy anyway, but I don't want to. You don't want to do it on a really wet piece either. And this is inclined to buckle as you dry it, like all things that are got to be heat dried. Have a bit of a go, we'll give this a bit of a go. This will be nice and dry by the time we're finished. I don't know if you can hear me over that heat gun. Sometimes good to go back and, well, it's not really going back because we didn't use embossing folders. I didn't want to just copy the Cow Whisperers. I don't like to just copy. I like to make it my own if I can. Sometimes you can't improve on perfection, so sometimes I've got a finger mark there. Sometimes I do, because if it's perfect, why mess with it? Just felt a little wet. think that should be okay. If not, it's going to... Now, that brings me to our embossing folders. Now, each one is going to be different. This one actually takes, if I remember rightly, 2 plates because it's not a 3D one. I had a lady ring me, well, Andrea rang me last night, or text me last night saying she couldn't get the next one I'm using, she couldn't get it through her big shot, and I didn't think to tell her immediately that she could just try using just 1 plate, which like I've got a variety of, we've had so many changes with our embossing folders. I've got a variety of all the different ones, and you just really need to see what's going to work. This one, I think this took both of these. If you can see, you probably can't see, a bit hard to get that in camera. You can't push that out the road. I think, is that going to go through or no? No, it's not. So we might need the grey plate. If you've got the blue plate, this grey plate is the same as the blue one. Like I said, I couldn't remember what I used. So it's still not going to go through. Well, it went through when I used it before, so not sure what the problem is. Maybe it just needs one of those, or maybe it just needs this. Like I say, you just got to mess around with it a little bit. Let's see what that does. No, that's not right either. So maybe a lot of people say to do the folding first. I disagree because I think I've had more luck getting it through this way, and that's not going to work either. It was the 2 plates, I'm sure. I just have to... Is it going to go through? Yeah, it's very tight, but it does take, if anyone's got this folder, yeah, I was sure it did that, but I just thought it was resisting, and I don't want to, you never want to wreck anything by trying to force anything, so that's worked with that. Isn't it beautiful? Just love that, and that was dry. So we might do our brown piece, and that's going to be in the, what have I done with that? In the one Andrea was having trouble with last night, and this one just uses most of the new ones. Well, I'm saying most of the new ones, but that's a new one too, and that, as you saw, had to use both plates, and it was right. I'm just going to try and position this so it's straight, and so I've got some nice looking trees. Haven't got a straight, oh yes I do have a straight line, I lie. So you've got this straight line here, so you can line it up as long as you don't move it. And this one just takes the grey plate. So if you've got the blue plate and an old big shot, you'll be good to go with this one. Or even if you don't, Andrea put it through, she's got the one with the flip out platform, and she found, oops, I've knocked myself over. She found that just leaving off 1 plate helped her. So remember to take that off before I try and cut with it. I'm just going to put it down there. I don't think I need it again. And that folder is just beautiful. Even just that on its own would be really pretty. Just going to put myself up there and make sure there's no questions. Hello Sharon, hi Di, hi Gail. I think I've got everybody now. Margaret Griffith, hi. Yep, I've got everybody. I'm just going to put that over there. Then I'm kind of just winging this because I did this about a week ago. I'm so super organised. I've got the next class done and I'm working on, so you could rub it with the stays on. I don't think I did. I think I just did this. Just probably just to straighten that up a bit. Probably don't want to do that, do I? As you can see where I've done that. I'm just going to rub them in. I'm going to leave some like that because I honestly can't remember whether I did this or not. I know I had a dauber with the stays on it, so I'm not quite sure why I had that. And I need that to dry too. I'm going to do the same sort of thing with the trees. With them, I just might try and straighten that bit up a bit and fix a mistake there. I think once it's all done, it'll be fine. So I don't think I need that again. Then we've just got to make sure that's dry again. So this is silver foil and the tree one is copper foil, okay? And open up my clear embossing powder ready. Did I do that? I think I did. I don't think I did I? Okay, don't look at my embossing, my Versamark. I did this technique a year or so ago, and it would be a year or so ago, and kept this. You don't want to cover the whole area with embossing with Versamark. You want to leave a bit of space. I've got the heater blowing everything around. Might have to turn that off for a sec. Don't know if I've got enough. It's a fine line between having too much and I'm going to turn that heater off because it's blowing everything. Just until we finish this bit. Stick my finger right in it. I just want to see what I've done there. I don't think I've got enough. I had to knock everything over. I've got things tied around everywhere there. I know I had to do it a few times for the other one. Can see don't know if you can see that. You can see a little of it. That's pretty good. Might let that cool while I do this one, and we'll have another look, see whether we need to better do our dust buddy again, especially with this one because it saves finger marks. And I'll have a go here. So you don't want to go flat, or you'll have the whole thing embossed. That's not the idea. I kind of want to hold it up in the air. I don't think I did that time. Oh, that Versamark is disgusting, isn't it? But never mind. And I know I'm nearly out of this, but I wasn't going to fill that up either in case I got some bits of black or bits of yucky stuff in it. I may as well use what I've got. Give it a flick. I've got a little paintbrush, I do, because I can see I've got a mark there where I've come down there. Haven't started off the edge. So just flick those ones off. And let's see how we go this time. I can smell that copper. I don't think it likes being heated twice. Make sure I've got all the powder melted. I think I do. It's filled up on there again. That one's pretty good too. I've got a bit of a line there. I don't know that I can fix that. That's where I took that off. Yeah, that's pretty good. And I'm thinking, yeah, I'm thinking that's good too, actually. All right, let's put the powder away and before I knock it everywhere. Put that little pot in there. I have to order some new powders. I haven't got any more of anything. So I can go on my next order. Put that over there. Now, concentrate on, oh, I've got a black mark on my envelope. Oh no, I haven't, but it's something. Don't know what. So any questions? Hello Trish. Hello Rita. Anybody got any questions? Just going to copy off my... So how I'm going to put this together is I'm going to have a background of the black shimmer. And I'll show you a little trick. Some of you may know how to do this, and I've seen it done, but I've never tried it before. I'll show you what I'm talking about in a minute. So I might put the ribbon on. I did find my ribbon was hiding behind the StazOn. How dare it? So ribbon scissors are here. Tried all sorts of things with this and decided that where's my where's that? Okay, this one, that's one I want. The new one. that the best way was to do, now where do I want that? I think that's rolling there, it's not. This is good stuff, this new, I want to see where my gap is, this new ribbon. I should be lining that up on my paper. I love embossing, but I hate the dust that you get everywhere. Oh, come on. Put that on the bottom, and then I should be able to just line this up. Bit tricky because they've got a jar in the middle of it. That one there, and that one there. That looks about right. Now I've got sticky all over my hands is the only thing. Get that off. Oops, and it didn't stick. I'll have to tell if it's straight and fix it anyway. I might actually stamp our dust, our sentiment, and pop that on first before I poke the ribbon through, so as I know where that's to go. And then we've got some snowflakes to put on. I'll do that on there because I don't know if this dark grid paper is such a good idea, really. And we normally don't cut these till after we've stamped, but because this was a, I'm going to go over here where I can see lines. Because it was a photopolymer stamp, I thought I'd risk it. Perfect. Pop that on there because I'm going to use that for the next card too. And so we want that on some dimensionals, I think. These little dies, they're so pretty, from the where is it? This one, the Tasteful Labels dies. I knew it was taste something. So that one can go, oops, a bit crooked. There. Now we'll shoot our ribbon through. A lot of you guys do this differently, but this is the way I like to do it. We all have our different ways of doing things, don't we? Tried tying a bow, but it just wasn't gonna work, so gave up on that. Just chop him off. Chop that one off there. These things back where they go. Now we might put, this is what I wanted to show you. I don't know if it's a good idea to put that on there because it's dark and I can't see where the foil is. So I know I've seen Jan B do this. I'm actually gonna do this as well. It's another thing that I like to do, just put some tear and tape on the back of my ribbon just to keep it in place. Now she does this. I just like to cut mine because if you go to tear it, if you're like me, you tear the card as well. So doesn't matter if it's a bit long, you can cut it off. And this, if you're like me and you have trouble lining up usually always when I use foil. I think possibly because the foil does move sometimes. So this is what she did. Now where's my, there's the top, that's the top there. Oh, hang on. Yeah, that's what I want to do. And get your little pokey tool to get the tape up a little bit. Get it up to there. Not all the way, like I did, just to there. Put it to one side, doesn't matter which side. You've probably seen this, but first time I tried it and I thought, oh, that's a great idea. So I'm always getting things crooked. So no, it doesn't matter which way up. Probably start from the top really. So because that's not stuck, then you can line it up. She says, and I was probably a bit out with my measurements. Let's bring that up a bit. Yeah. Oops. Now you can stick that down and then lift this up, pull these out. And press your card down, and it'll all be straight, all being well. I don't know, it doesn't look real straight to me down the bottom, but we'll work with that. I'm just using, you use the same technique again. I'm just thinking I'm clever doing this. I might regret it. We'll live to see. I can feel all that embossing powder everywhere. Now, what else? Now, I did myself an extra one of those in case I muffed up the stamping. If I hadn't have done that, I wouldn't have muffed it. I wouldn't have, what am I trying to say? I would have muffed it. But because I did, I didn't. So here's my little white one. I was just going to put the black or the white, and then I decided both was good. So this one onto here. Whoops, we need to I should have rolled that into a ball first, shouldn't I? Never mind. Just going to bring that off here so I can see what I'm doing. This tends to slip around when it's on the foil. And now we'll do it properly this time. Roll him around so you've got a smaller one and put him on the back, because you don't want the glue showing through. Same here. The glue dot. Come here. Onto my black, which goes onto my white. Sort of offset it so you've got the two colours. And then another one. Whoops, don't destroy your snowflake. And I had that one. Not put them there just yet. Now where's my little one? Nearly lost it. Just need to position them just right So wait till we've got this one. It's the black on the white, isn't it? Another one on the back. And it's stuck there now. There we go. And just some bling in the middle of the snowflakes. Okay, that's the end of that one. All right, now I've got ink on that, I do. It's just, it's driving me nuts, that powder everywhere. Actually, I might flip that over. That might be better. There was I up to the inside and the envelope. It's just going to have, I'm using Memento because I'm not a fan of using, stays on with my photopolymer. I don't know that it damages it, but it's, yeah, I don't get on very well with it, so, whoops. I just prefer to use my Memento. Couple of snowflakes there. Clean that. Might as well clean that one too while I'm at it. Oh, what did I do there? How I did that? Ah, it's Memento. It drives me crazy. I just get it everywhere. Does anyone else have trouble with Memento? I know you've had a Memento week, Sharon. She couldn't find a Memento. Yeah, we might put something over the top of that, or we might not. A handmade card, isn't it? So that could be a Christmas card, or I don't know, could you give it as a birthday or a sympathy? I don't know. Anyway, I thought it was really pretty, and there's my first one. So there's those two. Look at that sparkle. Side, and now we'll work on the other one. The one with the trees, I don't have one to copy off. This is just crafting on the fly, so anything could happen here. I didn't cut, usually we would cut something out of, which way up are we? There we go, out of the glimmer to, and I did cut some, cut some sentiments. Let's just see, what are we going to do here? Got a variety of ribbons. Because it's copper, this one that's vanilla and copper, we could do a bow, cross it with that. How would that look? I don't think I used any of this ribbon. I get annoyed when I do that. And then they retire it. Found it hard to use actually with the copper on it. Yeah, that would go. I know it's twisted. Or we could do this, because we're going to put it on a vanilla background. So we could do that. It's not tied properly, so I'm just going to untie it. We could do this. This is a nice weave on this ribbon. I don't know if it's too much, whoops, too much vanilla though. What do you reckon? Oh, we've got the black. I'm thinking black. I just love that black ribbon. We could go brown. But because we've got the black glimmer, oh, this was what I was going to try on my other one. See what that would look like. Let's see what it looks like on here. Because I'm electing the black. What do you guys think? Just wondering how. But because that's silver, it doesn't really go, does it? I'm answering my own questions here. And I don't have any, actually that's what we could do. We could cut some trees out of the black glimmer, couldn't we? And then where would we put the ribbon? Do we want to do that? Let's just do that. I've got the die here, I'm not sure if I do. Just see if it's over here. Take out the embossing plate. Oh yeah, by the way, I didn't have this platform in there either when I was embossing. I did it without that. Okay. Oh, no, that's the one I want to cut on. See how messy my plate has got? Anyone else got their new machine all messy like mine? I think I want the... I don't know if I want 2 trees or 1. This is actually, this probably won't show you, it's not a good indication of this new machine because this glimmer paper is a retired one. We have it back again, but this is some that I had. So why order more when you've already got some, hey? It cuts, but it possibly doesn't cut. I think that's probably why they've changed the glimmer papers. They've made them more user-friendly with our dies. So I'm just going to go a few times with this one just because it's a different retired paper. I think I might want 3 trees. Let's see if it's cut. Yep, and I should have got my little, didn't know I was going to do this. I should have got my little foam thing with the brush in it, shouldn't I? See how it's popped out of there? You don't need to push it out of there. Just going to see if I need 2 or 3 of these. If I need 3, it'll be 2 little ones, I think. So just let me look here. We're going to push them out, of course. How many, 2 or 3? We can get 3 out, so let's do that. What did I do with the die? What did I do with the die? Oh, here. That makes good use of our paper too, doesn't it? rid of that. Well, how long is it going to take me to poke those bits out, do you reckon? Where's my pokey tool gone? See, I should have put it back in there because it's gone missing now. Or did I put it back? I did put it back. How many trees do we want? Be good if I had it up the right way, wouldn't it? So I won't poke all the things out of all of them if we don't need them all. Do you reckon we need 3 or 2? Is it 1? 2? You tell me while I'm poking these out. Everyone said black ribbon. Thanks, guys. We were unanimous. Yours is messy. Is it as messy as mine, Rhonda? I can see these better from this way. Now, how many trees, guys? Not that hard to poke out. It's just a few of them, that's all. And actually just about fall out of cardstock, normal cardstock. Just that this is fairly thick paper that I've got to poke them out. A couple more, come on. Di says 1 or 3. Maria says 3. Anyone else? Gail says 2. How am I going to please everybody? If I could flatten this thing, we'd be able to see better, wouldn't we? Sitting up in the air. I don't want to stick it. No, I probably could stick it to the glimmer before I put the ribbon. If I use the ribbon, I don't know if I'll be able to use the ribbon now. It's a bit of trial and error making cards, isn't it? Sometimes you know what you want to do, but you want to add this, add that. They just evolve. Mine have been lately, which is good. Good way to create. Nothing set in concrete, just do whatever floats your boat. Oh, come on. You little beggar, get out of there. Alright, let's see, we might be able to stick this on here, then it's laying down flat, and then we'll have more idea of how to do that. There's the top of the trees. There. Yeah, I'll have to order some more of this black ribbon. I just love it. I'm on my... Yeah, I knew I was going to run out of that, didn't I? That's why I grabbed a spare one. That's a nuisance, though, because I'll have half and half, won't I? What now? I'll have to... I don't know. I haven't come across that before. Might have to lift both of them, mightn't I? Brand new roll of that. Oh, it's coming off with my fingers. And how did I get a dimensional on my finger? How did that happen? I haven't even got them there. I don't know. That's a mystery. Right. I'll start from here. I need to smooth that down a bit. I'm still learning this, so haven't really perfected it just yet. It's not that hard, just got to think about what you're doing. Put that off to the side and that one, and I might just lift. It doesn't want to help me, that doesn't. Should be able to grab that from underneath anyway. So I might put it on top of my silicone mat so it doesn't stick to my bottom of my, do it this way. Bottom of my grid paper, it's trying to say. I have been a bit out with my measurements by the looks. I think I don't quite need that much up there. Will we go with it or will we trim it off? I might trim it off just a smidge. Done that just a smidge. Let's see. I think we want a smidge more. Yep. I like to do just a smidge at a time. If you take too much, you can't stick it back on, can you? So hopefully I haven't taken too much this time. I think that's pretty good. So then you'll stick that to that end. And then just tear your tape off. I probably don't actually, yeah, may as well. I was going to say, I probably don't have to actually stick this down, but I may as well. Now, I meant not, I do have to stick it down, I meant I don't have to stick it down now. Now that's just anchored that a bit so we can see what we're looking at. If we do 2, we do 3. Yeah, I'm thinking 2. And perhaps we don't need the ribbon. 2 with ribbon, or maybe we could put that up there. Let's see. We'll do the ribbon. Well, the ribbon could go tie on the trees, couldn't it? Let's put the trees down first. Oh, that's the wrong one. Had them poked out of that one. Not going to poke the other ones out for no reason, am I? Now, what's going to stick that? Might be easier with, I don't know whether wet glue would stick that to that. So to be on the safe side, I'm going to use my, should have used the adhesive sheets, shouldn't I? Never mind. Just as easy with a couple of glue dots. If I can get it off my finger. I want some for the trunk, so I'll just roll him in my finger a little bit. careful on the side. Got fairly wide branches here. Get off. Just to anchor it down. Don't want it falling off, do we? That one there. Do the same to our big one. I mightn't have to roll them on the big one. They'll just fit. Those ones there just fit. I have to roll one for the top, did I? Yeah, I did one near the top for the other one. This one's got a spiky top. Hope you can see what I'm doing. Better put that in the middle there so you can see what I'm doing. I think you all know how to put glue dots on though, don't you? You weren't born yesterday, were you? Get off. Get off. Don't stick to me. I want you to stick to the card, not me. I've got lots of space in the middle, so we've got it. I'll have it nice and anchored there, and I probably want it to come. I don't know if I want it. Don't want it to come over there too much. It might hang over the edge of the card. And that one there, perhaps there, or might not. Might have to be there because no, I moved it. No, that looks good. Now, I don't actually know if we need ribbon on this one. I don't know. Let's do the sentiment, which has gone where? Yeah. I want my memento. It's right here. That messy memento that I despise. Necessary evil. Now, do your hands because you'll have black all over them. Okay, do we want ribbon? Do we want that on top of there and all down there? Do we want the thinking of you up the top here? And do we need ribbon? I've planned to put a bow type thing here, like a faux bow there. How do you think that'll be? No ribbon. Thanks, Rhonda. I didn't want to waste my beautiful black shimmer anyway. Okay, where am I putting the sentiment? Up there or down here? No ribbon? No ribbon? Okay. Sentiment there or there? I can put this on the card now while I wait for you to answer me. When I find my adhesive, here it is. everyone saying up halfway. There. About there. Okay. Now, I'm going to use stamps that I haven't used before, and they come from, I could have used my In the Woods, is it In the Woods? I think In the Pines it's called, but I haven't used my Merry Moose, so I'm going to use him, I think. I don't know how he stamps. I'm going to get a bit of white scrap and see how these trees stamp, whether I'm happy with them or whether I'm going to use well, I'm not going to use In the Pines, In the Woods, whatever it is, because they're in the other room. I've got a bit of a black spot there. Where's my... I went back in to get that, so I know I've got it somewhere. I don't see it. Oh, here. Oh, there's a dog that'd bite me. Yeah, it doesn't seem to have stamped in one particular spot. That's why we always have a practice stamp first. It may need to have... No, there we go. That's right. I love these little trees. I don't really care for moose as much. I love these trees. How cute are they? Love them. So let's do that on the inside. Not going to put any words because this could be a sympathy card as well. Just going to put my little tree. I think I got the base of it. I didn't. Put my little tree there. I think I've been crooked. It's blowing in the wind, this one. And I'll put my other little tree here. And the same on the envelope. And we've got to... Oops, what's that spot in the middle? Oh, what is that? Luckily it's only glimmer paper. Try and get this one straight. It's pretty good. How cute are these trees? I love them. I love trees. I think I've told you before. I think I've got every set that's got trees in it, and I missed a bit there. Maybe I didn't ink that up. I didn't. Let's see if I can fix it. Just that one little spot. Now he's a really dark tree. Anyway, he's in the foreground. Now, hands again. Because we've used Memento. Sometimes when you get new photopolymer ones, you have to give them a good clean before you use them. That's what I thought I might have had to do with that one, but it was okay. Now we need to put that in the middle. And we need some embellishments. So we've got choices there too. We have got black and we have got copper. Let's see what we think. If I can find where I put them. Oh, we've got stars. Oh, I don't want stars because it's not a Christmas card. I had sort of thought maybe stars, but we've probably got we've probably got enough black. So I thought perhaps you could probably just go with one there. But you know me and bling, you've got to have a bit more bling, don't you? So maybe up here. I wish I hadn't made that messy bit there, but anyway, you get the idea. I just want to use these up. I didn't want you there. What are you doing dropping there? Maybe we'll have one down there. And open a new packet, because you can't have 4. You've got to have 3. 1. You've got to have odd numbers. You can't have an uneven number. We might have a bigger one. Oh, I can't see that one. Thought it had gone somewhere, but it hasn't. I just couldn't see it. I like to put a big one sort of close together, so but maybe there. And I might shift that one because you can't even see it. So I might put him near that one. How about that? I don't have a sample one to show you of that because that wasn't worked out. But I do have, what I do have is some samples I did. Remember I said I was doing some with the brown Versamark. Well, this one's not, of course. This is with the dandelion embossing folder. So that worked quite well too. Sorry if I'm blinding you with the shimmer, the shine of the foil. And this one, see, like I said, the brown goes, this is the brushed foil, and I'm not quite sure. I think that's the gold, not quite sure. Or maybe it's, did I use champagne? Might be champagne. Anyway, see how that's gone a yellowy colour? Wasn't real happy with how that turned out. There's another one I've done with the dandelion, and that was with, that's a retired ribbon. It's a vanilla one to match the vanilla. Oh, I haven't, because that's not vanilla, is it? Oh, who would know? Yeah, that's the new brushed gold, I think. It's out of that pack anyway. This is another tree one that I did going a different way, and this is also retired ribbon. Looks like it's coming undone a bit. Needs to be trimmed off. So I just wanted to use the trees and see what I could do, but I think I like the one I did tonight better. And this is the dandelions again, and it'll be a different piece of, I think, yeah, it's a different piece of the brushed foil. It's, I haven't used copper. That's the gold, I think, and that's the, what else was in it? Gold, copper and brass, was it? Gold, copper. Anyway, there's 2 different ones of that. I'm not quite sure what it was, but because it went yellow like that, I wasn't that fussed. So I thought I'd spare you the the agony of showing you that, because I wasn't, of demonstrating that, because yeah, I just didn't want to do another card using that basically. But I like the black ones have turned out better. But I do love the where's that? I do love this one that we've done tonight. Thanks for your help with that. That was great. And we've done this one as well. Oh yeah, I'm quite happy with those. So any questions? Thanks guys. Thanks Andrea. Thanks Gail. Thanks Myrtle. So thanks so much for joining me. And I hope I've inspired you to create something wonderful. I will see you next time. Bye.